Okay, hello sir. Let me introduce myself. My name is Berlian Tania. You can call me Nata. So today I wanna explain my practical that has been given by me. So in this practical, I use my SQL from XMPP. First, I open XMPP, start my SQL, and then after access it, I use shell, and then in my SQL, I type my SQL menu root bin pair. When it shows my SQL and then enter password, it means I'm already inside the MySQL environment and ready to run the queries. And then the first query I use is create database and then the database name. So create database 2024-31067 underscore laporan underscore 1. This query is used to create a new database. Basically, this is like creating a container to store all the data. After running this, the output shows query OK, which means the database is successfully created. So you can see this is in the query OK when we're affected. And then I use name use 2024 underscore laporan underscore 1, which is the name of database. So this command is important because it tells my SQL which database I want to use. Without this, the system won't know where to create the table. After running it, it shows database changed, which means I'm already working inside the database. And then next, I created a table using create table transaction. In this query, I define all the columns. For example, ID transaction is set as a primary key and auto increment, which means every new data will automatically get a unique ID. Then I use different data types like that date for tanggal, and varchar for the text, and int for the numbers. So tanggal transaksi, I use date, nama pelanggan, varchar, jenis transaksi varchar, kategori varchar, jumlah int, metode pembayaran varchar, status in number, created at timestamp default current timestamp. And then why I use for the status enum, because the column can only accept those three values, so it helps to control the data input and avoid the mistakes. So I use enum to declaration the pending, success, and cancel. After that, I modify the table using alter table transaksi at code transaksi varchar unique. The query is used to add a new column. The unique constant means every value in this column must be different, so no duplicate transaction codes are allowed. If I try to insert the same code again, it will show an error. So, and then I insert the data using insert into transaction like this. Insert into transaksi, and then the transaksi, tanggal transaksi, nama pelanggan, jenis transaksi, dan setelah itu values, and then I insert all the data based on the assignment that you give. It must tell 15 data, so I make a 15 names, 15 kategori, jenis transaksi, metode pembayaran, status, and then kode transaksinya. This query is used to add the data into the table. I insert more 15 rows with different values. I made sure the data has variations like different status, different category, and different metode pembayaran. After running this, the output shows something like query OK, 5 rows effective, which means all the data was successfully inserted into the table. You can tell in this query OK, 15 rows effective. Records 15 duplicates, 0. Warnings, 0. Finally, I display the data using the select ID, nama pelanggan, kode transaksi, from transaksi where status is cancel, and then order by ID transaksi ASC. Why I use this command? Because first, select is used to choose which columns to show. from is used to specify the table, and then where is used to filter the data. In this case, only status cancel. And then ordered by ID transaction is used to sort data in ascending order. It's why I use ESC. I wanna show the largest to the smallest to the largest. So the output only show the specific columns and the data that match the condition. The result is already sorted from the smallest into the largest. And then that's all the practical I've been do that give by you. I'm sorry if I have a mistaken in my word and my explanation. Thank you for listening. Bye.